Hey girl, hey! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know where that came from. So I just watched a video from the Beauty Crush, Samantha Maria, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. So I thought that I would do it for you guys. It's just a tag video, but I thought the premise of it was kind of funny. It's called the First Time Tag, and let's do this. So, first question is, do you still talk to your first love? And the answer to that is hell to the no. My my first love, high school wise, we was not really my first love. It was like puppy love, I guess you could say. Um, but we just don't travel in the same circles anymore, and um, I actually, to be honest with you, don't even know where he is at this point. If he's still in Ottawa or not. So yeah, we don't. And then my other one, most recent relationship I have had, he and I don't speak at all. He is an ass, to be honest with you. And that's that. Yeah, we're not in each other's lives anymore. We don't travel in the same circles at all anymore. And I just really don't like him anymore. Number two, what was your first job? To be honest with you, I have no idea what it was. um, I can't remember back that far. I think it probably had something to do with administration because that's kind of my background, like admin, social work type thing. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know. It was something to do with that though, probably. Um, what was your first car? I don't have a car. I've never had a car because I don't drive. um, who was the first person who texted you today? Probably Melissa. I think actually I haven't gotten any texts today other than her. So yeah, it was her. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? My dad. I think of my dad most mornings, actually every morning. Um, yeah. Who was your first grade teacher? Who was my first grade? Oh, Mrs. Gibbons was my first grade teacher. Where did you go on your first airplane ride? I think when I was like a toddler, I think we took a plane to Thunder Bay. I think it might have been a train. I can't remember. Um, I remember my mom telling me the story. It might have been a train. I don't know. But other than that was when I went to Florida like 3 years ago with my family when my oldest niece and nephew were young. Um, Airplane ride. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to him or her? My first best friend was Robin Glennie, and fortunately, no, I don't talk to her. It's kind of a bummer for me, to be honest, because most people that I have befriended are no longer part of my life, and I don't really know why, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of, well, that was public school for one thing, so that was like, what, 20 something years ago? So, yeah, long time things have changed, but I don't know. I just don't really tend to, people don't really tend to stick around when it comes to me, and I don't really understand why, but, not that, her and I ended on bad terms or anything. We didn't. We just kind of went our separate ways. And be honest, I don't even know where she is right now. Her mom actually came into when I was working at the bank like 5 years ago, I think. Her mom actually came into the bank and was one of my clients that I was serving. So that was kind of fun and like blast from the past. Because I literally hadn't seen her mom since public school. So, it was cool to see her, but, yeah. Um, where was your first sleepover? Um, family wise, it was probably one of my aunts and uncles' places. Um, or maybe my grandparents. I don't even know. But friends wise, I specifically remember one where I slept over a lot at my cousin's actually too growing up. Um, my cousin on my mom's side. But friends wise, it was we were having like I keep remembering candy, and so I want to say it was like Halloween, but I don't remember being dressed up, so I don't think it was. I don't know. But it was a girls' night because it was all girls there. I think there was like 5 girls there that night, and it was either at my friend Robin's or Christina's. I think it might have been at my friend Corey's house too. I think all I remember is Christina crying because we were watching a movie that I don't think she was allowed to watch or something, and she was like freaking out about it. Um, Drama, I know. But yeah, we were having like a girls' night. I don't think it was Halloween. Maybe we just went to the store and got a like crap load of candy. I don't know. But that was the first one that I remember with friends. Who? Oh, who was the first person you talked to today? I texted with Mel, and I actually spoke to my mom for a second. This evening. Then, whose wedding were you in for the first? Oh, for the first time. My brother's. The only wedding I've ever been in was my brother's. I've gone to a lot of weddings, but I've only been in his. Um, what was the first thing you did this morning? Probably played with my cat. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I don't know what that was. Sorry. Probably played with my cat until he bit me. Um, bastard like that. Yeah, I played with him this morning. I normally do play with him in the morning. Or whenever I wake up. What was the first concert you ever went to? I read this question earlier. I think I'm remembering two. I think I went to see Reba McEntire when I was young, when I was like 6, I think, 6 or 7, something like that. And then there was the other time where I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this in a previous video where I was humiliated on stage with Wayne Ronstadt, I think. Yeah. And yeah, not ever reliving that moment in my life ever again. Um, that was like brutal. I want to say I think he was the first one that I went to. So yeah. What was the first concert? First broken bone. I've never broken a bone. I've had a shitload of surgery, but I've never broken a bone. First piercing was my ears. My mom actually, I remember going, I think I was like 7 maybe when I went to get my first holes in my ears. And my mom told me that if I didn't cry, we could go to McDonald's for lunch. So I was like holding it in so that I could go to McDonald's. I love McDonald's. Um, First foreign country that I've traveled to, I guess. I've never been to a foreign country, I don't think. No, I don't think I have. Bucket list, perhaps? Um, First movie you remember seeing in theaters? Another humiliating moment. Um, Again, I was really young, maybe 7 or 8. I remember, I don't even know what this movie was. It was called The Bear, I believe is the title. And I feel like it was some kind of documentary or something. Because all I remember of it was like the woods and seeing this bear. And I think it was like a grizzly bear and she had 2 cubs. But at the end of this movie, there's a scene, I'm not like ruining this for anybody because it's a super old movie and it's probably the dumbest movie out there, but anyways, there's a scene at the end of the movie where she unfortunately gets killed and by like hunters or poachers or whatever, and she leaves her 2 cubs behind. So anyways, I was like humiliated. I like mortified in the theater. I could not believe that this bear got shot and she had 2 cubs that she left behind. I was like sobbing. I kid you not. I was sobbing in the movie theater. I think I'm pretty sure my brother was there. I think it was my mom that took us, and I'm pretty sure my cousin was there too. My cousin from my mom's side. I'm pretty sure it was the 4 of us or 5 of us. Um, but yeah, I was like mortified that she was killed. And I just remember leaving the theater, like, sobbing. So yeah, that was my first, um, movie. And then there was another one, this wasn't my first, but another one where I think it was Arachnophobia. My brother made me watch when I was young, and I had nightmares for like a month. Thanks, Rich. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, and then there was the other one. What's that movie from? I don't even know what it's called anymore, but I think it was about the KKK. I just remember the one scene where the guy gets his head like smashed into the sidewalk. Oh my god, that was like a brutal movie to watch at that age. I think we had to watch it for school for some reason. I remember, I think, having to watch it in public school. Um, yeah. Anyways, those were my first memories of movies. Um, Kind of frightening. Next question. When was your first detention? Grade 9? Probably for skipping. um, yeah, I think that was probably my first. Who was your first roommate? I've never had roommates until college, and in both of my college experiences, I believe I had 4 roommates each time. No, that's not true. When I was away at school, I had 4 roommates both years, and then when I went to Algonquin, I only had 1. Um, what was the first lesson? What was the first lesson you ever took? I'm guessing that means like extracurricular stuff. I remember 2. I did swimming, and I also did piano lessons for 6 excruciating years. I hated piano. It was brutal. Um, I remember I had 2 different teachers, and between you and I, they were both like But one of them I went to because she had like 8 dogs, and I'm very much an animal person, so that was like my time to be able to hang out with her dogs. And if I didn't go to practice, I couldn't hang out with them. So that was like the key to get me to go to her. But then this other lady who lives closer to my parents, she had this cat who was like a million years old. I think it was like 18 or 20 years old when I was going to her. It was like the devil, this cat. It was so weird and like sketchy kind of weird. Um, I remember being in her practice room and this cat was like, there's Slow and then there's this cat, okay? So it would be walking across her floor in like wanting to come into the room where we were practicing because she was in there, but it never, not once in any of my practice days with her, did it ever make it into the room. It was that slow. She always, it always got to the point where like she would literally be shutting the door in its face because it was like just at the entrance to the room and but it just didn't make it. It was that slow. But then the meow on this thing, oh my god, it was like freaky. It was so weird. Ugh. Yeah. So that was my extracurricular activities experience. um, then the last question is, who was the first beauty related person you watched on YouTube? My first one was Lauren Curtis. Um, and then I got on to Allie. Oh my god, what's her name? Allie something. I'll leave it here. Um, those were my first two. Lauren was definitely my first, and then Allie was my second. And then I obviously got into like Lauren or Jaclyn Hill and Desi Perkins and all those guys, but they were the first. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys liked this one. Please do thumbs up and like if you did, and leave me a comment below. If there's any other tags you want me to do, or if there's any other like makeup related videos you want me to do, any looks you want to see, any like how to videos you'd like to see. I'd also like to do maybe like styling kind of videos. So if there's any like questions around that, if you'd like to see me do like a how to style certain elements, that kind of thing, let me know below. Leave a comment below, and I will do those for you. So thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.